What's up, everybody? This is the Jack's Dog. That's right. What I have here is my Minecraft world. This is the beginning or the end of one of my tracks. I just wanted to kind of let y'all take a look at what I do when I'm not doing artwork. I spent a lot of years working on this crazy Minecraft world. It's a little escape from the mind. This is a little fun I had. I call this is Carson's restaurant up here on the way up here on the front, and Ryan runs this hotel complex that I have right here. That's their house way down there. It's like a pyramid house. Very, very cool, chic, as they say. And my daughter, of course, being a chef. One of my daughters being a chef. Uh, she's got this little five-star restaurant where she feeds her new gourmet meals to people. Pretty cool, huh? That's her little kitchen. She probably hates that I gave her such a small kitchen, but it is make-believe world. Anyway, I wanted to take you on a quick ride and show you a little journey of all the things I built. I call this my last ride, and it's just giving people an idea of all the cool stuff I did in the past before I leave this place. Alright. So I'm going to show you where it all started. This is actually a little mine down there. It could go on forever if I took you around to all the rooms and stuff and showed you everything. I just want to show you the basics of the track. So here it is. Alright, hop in, go for a ride. So everything you see I had to build. I had to mine all this stuff. It's not like an art level, it's on survival mode. So I actually have a day and a night, and I have to fight creatures, and I gotta eat, and then I gotta do all sorts of crazy things to mine all this stuff and then build it. But that's the fun of the game. So when you're doing artwork all the time, it gave me something just to as a getaway. There's some houses up here I've been working. I'm always working on a complex. Oh, let's wait a second here. Let me get rid of that one. That's one too many of those. Jump in. There we go. Thank you. I had that villager stole mine by accident. Yeah, that's actually a couple houses up there. That's a development complex I'm working on. Looks pretty cool. They're all up in the middle of the mountains type of thing. This is just a little random village that actually spawned into the game. It is a part of the game. And I actually have villagers that you can trade with. I think it's hilarious. And so I built this little building to stop in and trade with them. So this is the end of my track. I'm going to take you and show you my train track that I built. There's an underwater facility down there. So I'm just going to let the train do its thing. The sun's already starting to set. It won't be long until they start getting dark. And this little island's just a weird little island out in the middle of nowhere. And surprisingly, it has animals and dogs on it. Give you a little glimpse, look around. There's some little ship over here. It was a wrecked ship that I used as a stopping point when I was doing all the building and would sleep there. So I got like an apartment in that place. It's wild. Look how big this train track is. It goes on and on. There's a mine in there. I needed supplies, so I mined in that area for a little while. This was a house, and for some reason, it caught fire. So I did something wrong, and that place caught fire. There's food supplies there still, though. So it's a good stopping point just for that. Out here in these wildernesses, it's wild. There's a lot of creatures that will attack you out here, including flying ones. And it only takes a couple hits to kill you. Up on that hill where my arrow's pointing is the castle that I'm working on, with a fantastic set of mines that has all sorts of goodies in them. I always thought about building in this area. It'd been a nice area. It looks like Australia. There we go. This is a weird complex I'm going to come in out of real quick. Yep, there I go. Whoop. Whoa, so fast you can't even see. It's so dangerous. I got the tracks really fast in this area because it is so dangerous. There's a whole complex up there, and there's a huge complex here. This is where I stay at when I'm mining this area. Oh, yeah, that's a bad guy jumping there. A giant block of jello. It's all train track. You can see off in the distance stuff I built. Isn't it amazing? Look out, there's buildings way off to the left that I've been working on. This is an apartment up at the top. When I was building the train tracks, I needed a place to stay, you know. I was digging holes through those mountains. Sometimes it's easier to dig a hole straight through the mountain than it is to zigzag all the way around. We're just about coming across my midpoint. Believe it or not, we're about halfway, almost to the halfway point for my train. We're just about there. There's all apartments and buildings behind us there. That big building right there, I've been stealing from it. It's a bad guy building, and it happened to spawn in here. And it's got all sorts of cool stuff, and I got 2 apartments inside that thing. Yeah, you can tell I've been stealing all the wood out of it. It's a lot easier than cutting trees down constantly. And I can steal stone from it. So that's half the fun. This complex that's coming up will be the very first thing I ever built we're getting ready to come upon. It's where I first started the game at. So I built all this train track. I love this complex too, it's just beautiful. It's all right there, look at that. I'm going to come out real quick, I'll show you. This is all complex that I built. Everything you see here. There's like a mansion way up on top of the hill you can stay at. A little farmhouse here you can stay at. I'll show you. I'll get on top of this building. Look way out there. That's a castle out there. There's a house being built over there. There's a little farmland. Bridges to get from A to B, along with the train track. Get back down, hop on that train, get out of here. Like I said, that it takes a while just to get through this. No, 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 no. Hop out of that for a second. Go in the wrong direction. See, now I might have to fight somebody just because I didn't get on this damn thing in time. If I get lucky, yes, I got lucky. There we go. You can't get shot out of your train car, believe it or not, by bad guys. That's part of that main mansion. So this is the very first place I ever started at. It was right here. I'm gonna take this with me. I built this train track, and you can see my castle way off on the left. That's that fire castle. This building right here should be self-contained. Should not be any bad guys in here. But this is the very first building that I built. I got a house with, you know, cooking and everything inside there, and I also have mines inside there. I always like to make a mine at the place I live at. Let me eat this real quick, and we'll take off. All right, I told you I had a very large train track. So when I first started, that was the route I went, the way I just took you. And then as time went on, I developed this side, and this is by far the most developed side. I'm running right here to get us through this. I'm like up in the trees right now. This is like way up. Look, there's one of my apartment buildings way off in the distance. So this is actually up in the trees, and this is stuff you could eat. So I built this giant bridge up here to avoid, because this is like a super thick jungle. I mean, crazy thick. Okay, this is the second part of our journey right here. I want you to see the end of this track. All right, there we go. There's dolphins jumping around in the water. So I got a couple apartments down here I'm working on. One there. There's two of them. They're so fast you couldn't even see them. There's another apartment there. I'm going to take you on the train track. Let's just look. It's easier to dig a hole through the mountain than it is to go around every single one or go up and over. Again, you get a lot of supplies that way too. Because you know, you need the iron to make the train track. There's a ship I've got an apartment in. That's a bad guy. Hello. I went by him so fast they're not ready for me. Look at me go. Woo. Look at the giant mushroom place. What a wild place to have my train running through this area and through this mountain. I think I'm just more about trying to... I want to see how big this place is. It's massive. Look. Now, my train goes on, but this is originally where I stopped at, was right there, and there's a whole village of people, and I got a whole bunch of apartments and mansions all in that area. But now I'm going to take you to the farthest point of the map. From one extreme to the next. And I built a ton in this area that we're going to. Because I keep my track so well lit, you don't run across too many bad guys on my track. They don't like to be in areas that are lit. That's why you don't see archers on top. And I built my track so high in the air that I fly by them quicker than they can spot me. And little tricks I've learned as I've been playing this game. Especially since I love playing survival mode. It's a lot more fun to play survival than just artistic mode. I mean, I can do anything real easy in artistic mode. But to try to build all this track in survival mode is absolutely insane. Alright, folks, here we go. We're coming across my main place. It's like Six Flags we're headed to right now. Look! Six Flags right there, baby. The Jackdog Six Flags. We are now at my place. This is the one I've been developing. I built myself a little mini Six Flags right there. Look, I got a dog going up and down the track. I think it's hilarious. I got him on a loop. I got the dog stupid enough to step into the cart, and then I just launched him. And he's been doing that for days and days. He goes around in a circle. That's all he does. Look. Oh, here comes a spider to attack me. Isn't that hilarious? I even got like a water park over there. I just can't show you right now because the spiders are going to start going crazy because it's still nighttime. Anyway, I wanted to at least get you this part. I'm sure you this is where my train track ends. However, there is more train track around here to take you to different communities that I've been developing that I think is pretty cool. But this is like my main city, and I can't wait to show it off to you sometime. So, this is the Jack's Dog. Jack's Dog out. Have a wonderful day. Don't take any wooden nickels.